Alright guys, we're actually hanging wallpaper and it's Friday. We've been here for a few days doing prep, and you know wallpaper, it's all in the prep, and a smooth hand cut width. We worked in casinos, we've done specialty wallpapers for years. This is going in this room. And the drapes he has to go in here matches perfectly. And we've already prepped both bathrooms. And Greg's worked his butt off. And have one wall in here to do. One wall in here to do. Of course, it's around all the toilet and the pedestal and the lights and the mirrors and cabinets, but hey, we've done that many a time. It's working. Alright, third strip. We gotta let it sit just about the same time frame on each piece so they can stretch about the same amount. This looks great.
There was a couple things that made this room difficult. Number one was the paper. The wallpaper is from London, and this paper is meant to be dry hung, which means instead of putting the glue on the back of the paper, you put the glue on the wall and then hang the paper dry on the wallpaper paste. Well, the problem with that is when wallpaper gets wet, it expands. So when you start trying to hang it dry, it starts expanding on you and causing bubbles in the paper, and I didn't want that to happen. So we used a little different technique, used a clear vinyl adhesive instead of using a heavy-duty clay-based adhesive, and we wiped every piece down as we hung it. That was one of the issues. The other issues was that this house, or this office, has southwest corners, which you can see here is this corner here is round instead of being square. So if you can imagine, when I'm hanging a piece coming down here, in order to get that paper, it's a full piece that goes ceiling to floor. When I get over the window, I would put a cut across here and a cut across the top and a cut coming down the inside of this window so that I could turn that piece in to create this piece that goes back to the windowsill. Now, the problem with that is this bottom piece has to lap up on top also, but I don't have any paper here anymore because I've created this cut line here. So we do what we call window returns, which you probably can't see it, but there's a little line right here. I follow the pattern with the zigzags and just double cut in a piece, and that's my seam for it right there. I don't know if you can see where the seam is there, but those things took forever. I bet I spent an hour and 35, hour and 40 minutes doing the one that goes up there under that what do you call it, window fixture, the one over there, the one down here, and the one over here. And because this is a commercial application instead of being a residential, we did not cover the switch plates. If it was somebody's residential home, I would have asked them, do you want your switch plates covered? And I would have covered them and matched them in with the wallpaper so they kind of disappear. But in most commercial offices, they prefer not to have them done because people plugging things in and out, cleaning all the time, they can damage the wallpaper on the switch plate. It ends up looking nasty later. If it's your personal home, you're more careful. You realize that, hey, I don't want to damage the paper, so you're careful putting your outlets in and out.
It's Saturday, yay! But we're working. This looks really, really good. The owner is very thrilled. And it turned out wonderful. Looks good this morning. Don't see no bubbles, seems to look good. And we got this other paper we got going on. Looky.
Janet, I'm on the toilet.
And this is looking good, I think. If you like the wallpaper, but we got it where there's no bunnies or heads cut off at the top. No bunnies or heads cut off in the middle. So I'm really surprised it's coming out this way. But this is straight across match, but the repeat is 27 inches. And that's a big repeat. So when it doesn't fall right, you end up having to cut a bunch off.
A lot of waste.
A lot of waste. But we're trying our best because they are short on the other bathroom. We're going to try to use this paper in the other bathroom also. The other bathroom has a back order.
We are finished with everything we can do on this job. Still Friday, mid-afternoon. This was the, what would you call this, Jan? The infusion room or something where they do their work. We hung this wall and got it all cleaned up, got everything put back in place. And this bathroom right here, they did not have enough wallpaper for, so they're having some shipped in from London. And once it gets here, we'll hang this one. It's probably gonna be another week or so. And then this is the other bathroom that we completed today. Birds, butterflies.
Bunny rabbits.
Bunny rabbits, yeah. Oh. These were difficult wallpapers to hang, guys. Well, work is over. We went home, we got cleaned up. Saturday night. So, we're going to K-Pot, Korean barbecue and hot pot. From what I understand, you cook your own meal. Never been to one before, but they get really good ratings, really good reviews, and it sounded interesting and fun. So we're gonna see what it's all about.
All right, this is a little confusing, but you had your choice of the grill or the liquid base pan where you boil everything. We're going to grill. You got a big menu here. Different meats you can grill, vegetables, pork, seafood. They got this little iPad thingy, and you just hit what you want. He says it's best to start off with like 2 items, and they do have draft beers and liquor and all that. Okay, I just got me some lemon water. What kind of beer did you get, baby?
Sapporo.
Okay, so
Japanese.
yeah, okay. And the sauce bar over there, you know, I thought it would be just like barbecue sauce, soy sauce. No, you can get all this cool stuff. Egg rolls. And I got some garlic and onions to throw in with my meats. And different sauces. I'm trying to figure out what this is. $28.99 per person for the first 2 people, right? Then additional people at your table is just $5, right? Something like that. No, there's 28. Oh, if you want both.
Right.
Okay, it's $28.99 per person. If you want a grill and a pot, it'll be $28.99 plus $5.
$34.
Yeah. $84 because we have
I'm full.
2.
Look, this is just one small amount of the food that we made and ate. We had brisket,
We had pork belly. We had scallops. We had salmon. We had
ribeye.
This is Sunday, and Sunday in the early evening. I have about 12 feet of trench left that I need to bury. So that's going to be my little project for this early evening. Trench is about 2.5 feet deep, about 6 inches wide. My problem is this trench has been left open for over a month, and we went through the hurricane coming through after it was trenched, everything. So these piles of dirt are no longer soft. They're now hardened from wet and dry, humidity, condensation, whatever you want to call it. And so it's been a chore. Got her done, guys, at least for now. I'm sure that the sand is going to sink some, and I'll have to come out and smooth it down, use a rake, get it somewhat smooth. And now I'm complete from our pedestal up by the road all the way back to the well house. Now, and I'm also complete from this pole to our RV power. Now I get to take on the rest of this, which is from the H-frame to our building. It's got all those weeds growing through it. Nice.
Yesterday, I went to church. Gray wasn't feeling good. I didn't film anything. I was worried about him, but he's better today. He found a website, supercook.com. You put all your ingredients that you have on hand. And I have like tons of spices, okay? I love all kinds of food, right? And I have some weird stuff that most people don't have. We put all the ingredients in and all the stuff I have on hand. I had 100,000 recipes I could make.
101,000 something.
Oh my gosh. And I tried one last night and it was good. That's cool.
Old police car.
Look at that. Look. Isn't that cool? That is awesome.
Hey guys, it is Monday, early afternoon, and got a little project I've been working on. This is an above ground planter or garden bed. We're having problems out here with weeds. Of course, everybody has problems with weeds, but we spoke to some of our neighbors, and our neighbors told us that it takes a good 7 to 12 years to get the weeds to stop taking over your garden out here. So that's why Janet's garden area has way more weeds than it has actual plants in it. So I decided, well, let's do some above ground gardening. And so I built this first planter for her. And then I started thinking about it. I thought, you know, we got gophers out here. We got gophers and we got moles. So I had to come up with a way of sealing the bottom of this. This is upside down right now. Of sealing the bottom of it from moles and gophers so that they couldn't get in and eat Janet's plants. So went to the farm supply house in a local little town here, and we found some of this, which they call mole and gopher netting. It's steel, and basically I just attach it to the bottom of the planter. These things are tough to put in. These little U nails, I call them. They call them fasten tight fence nails or brads. Anyways, now what we'll do is we'll flip this over on the ground, and we'll put some of the planting paper, whatever you call it,
that weeds don't grow through on the other side of this netting. So if you can imagine, when this is flipped over, you'll have that barrier, the weed barrier, and then underneath it you're going to have this wire so that gophers can't crawl through the bottom of it to get to the plants. Now over time, as we're out here, we got a lot more road work to do, so any extra rock that I have, I'll move out to the garden to put in between these planters so that the weeds won't grow through as easy. And we're going to give this a try. I got the first one done. I made this out of a pallet. That's why it's so small. Originally I was going to make them like, 14, 16 feet long and about 3 or 4 feet wide. And then I realized I got all these pallets that I'm building stuff with. Let's just make them smaller. And in each one of these pallets we'll grow one item. One item may be, watermelon. One item may be cantaloupe. One may be okra. But that way Janet can mark each one of these as to what's growing there, and it'll be easier for her to remember until they sprout. Alright guys, this is the last night of our league, and I bowled like not good. First game I had a 132, second game I had a 210, the third game I had a 212. So I had a 554, which was the highest of any bowler tonight on our 2 lanes. But that 132 just killed us. We lost all 4 games. Hey guys. Yesterday I was telling you I had to work on this tire. Today's the day. I've never used slime. I've used Fix-A-Flat several times, but I've never used slime. We'll see how it works. Totally different system and way of doing it.
Okay, you had to take the stem out and shake it. Well, you have to shake the stuff for 30 seconds. Take the stem out.
Well, it looks like there must be something blocking it here too. Look at that, I was right about something.
You have to open the lid. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like a slime.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how she does.
Okay, take the stem out, and that happens to be on the lid itself, so you don't have to have the little tool. It says add 8 ounces. Let's see. Yeah, if you turn it up like that, you can see if it goes that line, huh? It's supposed to be that way.
I think it's good.
Okay. Then you would put the stem back in.
Yep.
And that lid is actually on the lid, on the bottle, so see? Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get some air in it.
Then what do you do?
Drive around on it.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it's working just fine. It's been around like 3 or 4 times. So, okay. Yay! Trying to keep up with this mowing though. Even though we haven't had rain the last few days, every time it rains, everything comes right back up.
Well, I think the slime fixed the tire, if you can believe that. I'm surprised. I am surprised, but it does look like it worked. I wasn't sure that it would. But this is about an hour and a half later, tire's still up. And I just mowed the entire section of our land over here on the right side. So it passed its first little test. The slime didn't work.
Yeah, it was going flat last night. So,
But I got more of it, so I'll try again.
yeah. Alrighty. You guys, we'll keep going today. It's going to be a hot one.